It's Rick's birthday today, so we just finished eating and we're down at the beach. I think red tide is out. Maybe that's why I've been getting these horrible headaches all week. I do get them when the red tide's out, and we got here and we started to cough, so pretty sure it's here. This is red tide. We got it all over the beach. I could tell as soon as we got out of our car. You can get headaches, coughing, hard to breathe. So I thought I'd sit in the car so I could talk to you. It's just too windy out there. It's beautiful, a little chilly. I had to put on a sweat jacket. Actually, I have a couple layers. One of my favorite YouTube channels is called the Villas, or the Villas channel. I'll put the link below in the description box. I was watching one of their videos on cruise ships. They were on a cruise ship, and it got me to thinking about taking a cruise. I'm not a person who's ever wanted to go on a cruise. I get seasick, I'm claustrophobic, and I don't like the idea about the norovirus. But I can't let fear stop me from doing some things I would like to do. Yes, I can get seasick, and yes, maybe I catch the norovirus, and yes, maybe I get a little claustrophobic, but I need to do things in my life and not be afraid to do them because of fear of something might go wrong. So I'm doing a little investigation on cruises, and then I ran across a couple of articles about people living on cruise ships full time. I thought that was interesting. So this whole topic of cruise ships, living on cruise ships, made me think about all the alternative lifestyles that we could choose from. Now there's people who live out of their vans and they live out of their cars, and it's not because they're homeless, but because they choose to do so. Then we have people who live in RVs, sailboats, and motorboats. People live off the grid. And then we have people who live in the suburbs, in condos and apartments. And I'm not sure what else. And then there's other people who are just nomads living. And that's our plan for a little while anyways. Living out of our carry-ons and living out of Airbnb, maybe home away, who knows, and other accommodations as we find them. As most of you know, we're selling our house and we'll be in Florida for about another year. But what I think is interesting is this is the first time in my life where the kids will be old enough and we're not stuck in one place for any reason. Since we are working online, and hopefully within the next year we can go completely all online as far as making a living, and that will allow us to live any lifestyle we want. As I mentioned, we'll be living out of a carry-on while we travel. Really don't know exactly what we'll be doing, but I love the idea of alternative lifestyles, even if it's a year of RVing and a year of Airbnbs and living out of a carry-on. I've already lived on 10 acres in the country. We've lived in the suburbs. I lived in apartments. So I'm thinking, what else can I do? And that's where the cruise ship idea, if I can figure out a way that I could find one that would be fun to live on, that's not too stressful, too claustrophobic, clean, newer, I would consider that as well. Rick's a marine mechanic as well as a woodworker and many other things. He's like MacGyver. He could fix and do anything. So I told him we should take advantage of that and try these different lifestyles and see what we like. So it's just by the way, I don't know if I said, but it's his birthday today, 52. And we were talking about it, and I'll be 50 this year, that we really need to do whatever it is that we want to do. Willow's going to be doing study abroad next year, and then Noah will be done with homeschooling, so we'll have to see where they are, because they may not want to do some of the things we want to do. Timing of everything really depends on where the kids are and how they get settled and where they get settled, and because in the next few years Rick and I pretty much can do anything. So if you have some ideas for alternative lifestyles for us, I would love to hear them. I'm just like trying to keep everything open, and I'm trying not to be afraid, and I like warm weather. I really rather not live in the cold, but I'm not going to rule anything out, because I could do anything for a month or 2 months or a year at a time, and if I don't like something, I can move on. So while we can, while we're young enough and strong enough to do these different types of ideas of living, why not try it out? At least when it's all over, said and done on this planet, we could say we don't have any regrets and we live life to the fullest, because that's the plan. I should put that on my gravestone, something like that. We already have our grave, if you were wondering. I know that sounds morbid, but we already have it. We're going to be buried in the same little hole there. We do want to get our stone and think about what we want to put on it, so we'll have to think about that. Again, it's not that we plan on dying anytime soon. It's just something we like to get stuff done and out of the way so we can move forward to do new things. And I don't want to leave that kind of job behind for my kids to worry about. That's all I have for today. I'm just dreaming big today. That's what happens when the sun shines and the ocean's blowing into your face is just so beautiful, and it makes you think you could do anything. And I think I have a lot of options, so with your help, we'll see where we go. Well, thumbs up if you like this video. Please share. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.